we move into the
Let's move into
subcategory?
let's move into
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Let's make this our question of the day because
Damon
Damon
Wayans
Wayans has
or Chappelle.
announced, yeah, he wants to go against Chappelle.
Damon Wayans.
Yep. Who do y'all
That's
think is it would win in that comedy versus? You know what I mean? That would be a good one because I mean they both have iconic status. Now I have to admit, I think it would be close, but I do think Chappelle might get it. Chappelle, I think Damon Wayans, I don't think he's been doing a lot of touring or any stand up or anything like that lately. So he's not as fresh as Chappelle. That's the only reason why I would say that. But
like a
Dave,
crowd favorite.
yeah,
Yeah.
Damon Wayans is really he's really funny because his old stand up used to have me dying. You know what I mean? When he was like real puny, he did like an HBO stand up, and he did some other stuff. But yeah, he's real funny. So he can definitely do it. But I would love to see it, man. What do you think? Who do you think will win?
I don't know, man. It'd be kind of close. Carcino for life. Shout out to Carcino.
Carcino.
He had a excellent breakdown of that. I would probably say Dave as far as like the crowd favorite. Um, I don't know, man. Damon Williams. Um,
Wayans.
yeah, Wayans. Like, how are you fucking up with
I
names?
think there is a Damon Williams that's a comedian.
Yeah, and that's what it is. They
Yeah.
keep throwing me off. But Damon Wayans, we gonna get these names right today, all right?
Yeah.
Damon Wayans has got some iconic stuff, man. Stuff from the movies.
Yeah.
Blank Man. Uh, he was funny on the Living Color skit.
Yeah.
Two men on film.
Right.
Hated it. What?
Man, that used to
Man.
have me dying,
Yeah.
man. Him and David Allen Greer, man.
Yeah. So I
Them
mean,
two was foolish with that.
stupid. I think they was. I really think that Damon he's got some stuff, but the thing of it is, it's like how is he going to? How are they going to do it? It's
Right.
a really
Yeah.
comedy is a whole different format than
The music.
singing
Yeah.
and rap. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, that is a good one. I mean, if they really, buckle down, they can figure out something. But I don't know how they would do it. I've been trying to figure that out myself. Like, what would you do? Would they do like live jokes against each other just to snap on each other, or would they just play some scenes from both of their movies and stand up to see who likes what? What would they do? Or it could be a little bit of both. I don't know, but I like the idea. I do like the idea. So we'll see what happens. I mean, y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think, Damon Wayans or Dave Chappelle. 'Cause I think that's a good, interesting
And
matchup.
second question, uh, this is successful comedy versus if it's successful. Who's next?
Right. You know who would be good since they've been having a little bickering between each other over the years would be Kevin Hart and Cat Williams.
I ain't gonna front. I love Kevin Hart. He been kind of slack. I think Cat Williams smoking.
Yeah, I think Cat Williams would
Cat
take it when it comes to just overall, just off the top, cracking on each other. They would both do good, but I think Cat might have the edge on that. But I think they would be a good matchup against each other. Um, who else? Let's see.
I think. I tell you what. Actually, this would. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Harry Steinfeld.
Okay, okay. I would like to see
I don't
that.
think it would be fair.
Yeah,
I think Jerry would slaughter Jim Carrey.
yeah. Jerry.
I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as like how high up he is.
yeah. Jim
But
Carrey is better at entertaining crowds and doing like movie comedy.
Jim is
But
very physical too.
yeah,
And
physical
that's
comedy.
one thing I like about Jim. Yeah, Jim's very physical.
But
With comedy.
Jerry Seinfeld would be better with jokes off top of the head and stuff like that. He's really good at that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see. That would be a good one. You know what I mean? That would be a good one. Any other ones you can think of?
With,
Who?
David
Letterman.
Letterman.
Oh, Yeah, I mean that would be nice. Maybe him and Leno,
That's what I was
go up
thinking.
against each
That's what
other.
I was thinking.
Just kind of do something for old time's sakes.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I know I keep throwing these white beans out here. Andrew Trey Dice
Oh, Andrew Dice Clay,
and
yeah.
yeah, Andrew Dice Clay versus Bob
Oh yeah, man. Bob Saget would get smoked. Dice,
Saget.
man,
No, no,
listen, Dice,
Bob Saget.
hey, Dice Clay is not to be fucked with.
Bob
Trust
Saget
me,
got some
man.
shit.
Listen, Bob
This
Saget
Bob
is
Saget,
funny.
this is what I do.
Bob Saget is funny, but Dice Clay would smoke that ass. I'm telling you, man. Y'all gotta let us know. Anybody who's old enough to know these two, please let us know because we gotta settle this, man. I think Andrew, that man. Have you ever listened to old Andrew Dice Clay stand up?
To be fair, I haven't.
Man,
But let
listen,
me tell you something.
go back. I'm telling you.
Let me tell you something. Have you ever have you ever seen a man on half baked talking about you ever suck dick for pot? Cause I suck dick for
I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. I
with a
forgot about
straight
that. Hey,
face.
you right. That was funny as hell. So two things you want to go back and check out though on Dice Clay. Go back and check out his stand up, any Andrew Dice Clay stand up, and then he had a movie called Ford Fairlane. Go check that out, and make your decision after that. Trust me, man, that dude is hilarious, man. I don't know what he's doing these days, but I would love to see that. I would
And
love to see that.
just to get more black comedians in here, someone mentioned actually I think Martina mentioned Eddie Griffin
Oh
versus
yeah,
Cat Williams.
oh yeah, Eddie
That
Griffin,
would be
man.
crazy.
Eddie Griffin against Cat Williams, or it could be Eddie Griffin against somebody like even Marlon Wayans. Because Marlon and him are real good physical comedians. They both do a lot of
Yeah, but I
physical
think
stuff.
Eddie would mop
Eddie
Marlon.
would probably take that too.
Eddie
Yeah.
would mop Marlon.
Who else? Who else? It's some other people I can't think of right now.
Eddie Murphy versus the industry.
Man, what?
Eddie Murphy all day.
you know, how about like
Get the fuck out of here.
Martin Lawrence versus Chris Rock? That would be a good one.
I think Chris would take
Think Chris will take
it. I
him?
think Chris.
Okay, okay.
I mean Martin. I don't know. Some of Martin's stuff to me
Yeah.
don't translate well with Andy.
Okay,
That's just
okay.
me. That's just me.
I
You
feel you.
know. Chris is very political, and I mean he knows how to. You know what I'm saying? He knows. I think Chris Styles is just going to be a little bit better. And that's just
Okay,
my opinion.
okay,
But I
okay.
ain't saying that Martin don't have it. I just
Right.
think some of the stuff is topic.
Martin, I think, is still funny, and he's actually still touring. I still see advertisements for
Mm-hmm.
his touring, so he's still doing his thing. But I think he did have the jokes a little bit better back in the day of Def Jam and all of that. He could do a lot more off the top back then. These days, I think he's getting a little relaxed, and he probably does a lot more written stuff, but not as much off the top. So I do think Chris Rock will be better in that respect. So yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people, man, that we could talk about, man. But comedy versus would be interesting. I think they just have to figure out the format, get
Yeah.
that format down, and figure out how you want to do it. And even if you can't, experiment with some shit like you did with the early verses, where they were just split screening it, and then we eventually we got the format down. You know what I mean? So you might have to experiment with some people. Um, Gary Owen would be good for verses.
Yeah, I think
Um,
Gary Owen.
who could he
Hey,
go up
go again.
against, man? Too. I don't know. Maybe Gabriel Iglesias. He's really good. You ever see him?
Yeah.
He's
Fluffy.
really,
You
yeah,
talking about
fluffy.
Fluffy? Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
I don't know. I think Gary get him.
Yeah, I can see Gabriel getting him.
Gary's. I mean, come on, that motherfucker won Black Comic of the Year. He a white guy.
I mean, that would be a tough one though. But yeah, you
Yeah,
might be right though.
that whole shit, man. That whole shit had me crying up when all that shit happened to black people, and all
Yeah.
these actors are like, "Yeah, man, we got to be white. We got to do this." And Gary's like, "I don't understand. I don't understand. I've been here the whole time. I love black people. I love them."
Right. He ain't lying though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He been doing this thing for a minute, man. So definitely shout out to both of them, Gary Owen and Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyway, we can go ahead and move on to our next topic here. I want to mention something real quick. I saw an article that I didn't get to tell you about how we MC Solar.
Okay.
They found out that he ripped off a bunch of money from Guru's retirement money
Wow.
as well as his life insurance.
Oh yeah.
His life insurance.
Oh,
The
this
shit that was supposed to be covering
greasy.
his family and shit like that.
This
This dude,
greasy
man, I
nigga.
said that's some fucked up shit right
Oh
there.
man, when I read the whole what was it? Wikipedia years ago, I knew that was some bullshit that like Guru
Yeah.
came out of his phone or
Yeah.
out of his
Yeah.
phone
Lion saying
talking
that.
about like, yeah, so Solar, gets all the rights, and went right
We're
back in.
back to
Like,
sleep. Nigga,
nah,
stop.
nigga,
Yo,
nah, you need to
like he
stop.
just woke
Come
up saying,
on,
oh, yeah, I
man.
just want y'all to know Solar is the man.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out again. you know? No, sir.
Man,
Nobody
that's
believed
fucked
that.
up.
Nobody believed it then, and nobody believes it
Man,
now.
let's boo
So,
this nigga, man.
right.
Boo this
you
And
know?
I'll see you in the street, so I'm. No, I ain't gonna. I better not say that. I don't know how
yeah,
deep.
but
I don't.
yeah,
Move on. Move on.
his real name is John Mosher. But yeah, they know him as MC Solar. But yeah,
Get that nigga
so
a hug.
give me that nigga no
Get that
hug.
nigga a hug.
Not after what he did to
With the
Guru,
knife work.
you
With
know. With the knife work.
the knife work.
Come here, nigga. Let me give you a hug. Shiv that nigga. But yeah, we joking, but I really think that's foul. You know what I mean? To
Yeah,
find out that
man.
he was, um, embezzling money out of this man's retirement money and his life insurance. I mean, it's like, come on, man. What kind of low down person are you? You know
I
what I
thought you
mean?
supposed to have skills to pay the bills. Like if
Exactly.
you're I mean, don't get me wrong, I know everybody that's a rapper cannot get paid. I get that. I understand the fact that, some people, they had to resort to other things, especially with this whole, the pandemic and everything going on. But man, like your own people like that, man.
Right.
Come on, man. That's greasy.
Right. I
That's
mean,
greasy.
your life sucks, so you going, drain somebody else because your life is fucked up. You know what I mean? So that's terrible, man. But anyway, so yeah, just wanted to bring that up. You know what I mean? Because I just saw that story earlier today. I was like, yo, that's fucked up. But we gotta talk about this OnlyFans joint, man. OnlyFans, what y'all ladies gonna do? They taking away the sexuality, and all of y'all making a pretty dime off of that. Some of y'all done bought houses off of that shit.
Dang.
I know. I follow a lot of you. You know what I mean? And they be
Hold
talking
on, the
about,
OnlyFans joint?
yeah, all from OnlyFans. They be getting whole houses like built from fucking scratch.
Damn.
And they be, showing it. Look at what I did. I'm making money. Thank
Hey,
y'all for all the love over the years. And I'm like,
content
yeah. So it's just like, what is y'all going to do? You're gonna have to find a different platform to pop it open. And that's why I never really did the OnlyFans. I'm not paying you for something that I can see for free
Facts.
elsewhere.
Hey,
I
Pornhub is still
Pornhub is
here.
available. All of them.
XNXX is still there. I'm
Red
just
Tube is available. You know
Yeah,
what I
X
mean?
Hamster is available in the building.
So it's
Harry
all
Palms and all.
so I'm like, I'm just not doing it. I'm not paying you. And half of the time, even like following some of them on Instagram, you look good, but you can tell outside of this still picture or this little 2-second video, it's really not much more to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm only following you just for the visual effect. You know what I mean? So, I
Which
follow
we
a bunch of
appreciate.
y'all. We appreciate
We
you. So
appreciate.
keep doing that. You're just gonna have to be dressed up when you do it now. And you can't charge. If you charge, it's gonna have to be for something else, like people watching you cook or some shit.
You know what trips me up though, man? Like today, I was on my Instagram and I seen these people took vintage photos of black women, 40s, they were young,
Okay.
40s and 60s. Man, these women were so beautiful. Like they were pretty women,
Yeah.
but they were dressed in nice clothes.
Yeah.
They wasn't like, stuff like that. Not
Right.
saying that if you do that, bad. But I'm just saying like what we kind of went through. You know what I'm saying? Like how come we can't celebrate someone having class
Exactly.
and being a
Exactly.
lady? You know?
Yeah, because I mean, if there's a lot of times when I see stuff like that where I'm like, that's more sexy to me than
Yeah.
you taking it all off. You know what I mean?
So I
So
appreciate y'all taking
yeah,
it
we
all off. I'm
appreciate
gonna
it.
let you know right
We
now.
appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it.
But
But
sometimes sexiness is more than just that. You know what I mean? And
facts.
sometimes you have to examine yourself and say, is this really all I have? You know what I mean? Is this really all I have? And I mean, some of y'all, that's all it is. That's all it is. Some of them. So I mean, like you said, I appreciate you, and I'm gonna keep watching you on IG and all those places. The hidden places that we all know
Man, listen,
about.
I
But
ain't got macaroni and jelly ready. On the
but
ready, boy.
but that's it. I'm not paying you for something I can see for free. I just can't do it. That's you ain't nobody paying me for nothing, so I ain't
Hey,
paying you.
hey, be real.
You
Be
know.
real with you. Be real with you. I can get for free.
Right.
Alright?
Exactly.
Alright?
Exactly.
But not free. Cause
Right.
evident, I mean, no matter, Ice T is right about that. No
Right.
matter what, you
It's
gonna pay
some
for it.
sort of
There's some
transaction
sort of transaction
taking
somewhere
place.
down the line.
You know.
But, we'll just say, basic theoretically.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all a transaction, but still, I just wonder what they're going to do. A lot of they saying that there's some other places around there, but I don't think they can charge in some of these other places. So
Well, I thought the idea was, for them to go maybe Patreon.
maybe so,
Yeah.
maybe so. I don't know. I never really dealt with Patreon that much, so I don't
Mhm.
really know it like that. But yeah. So that was an interesting topic that I saw that OnlyFans was banning sexual, videos of a sexual nature. I think you can still do sexual stuff. Just you gotta have some clothes on. You can't just pop it all open. Right there on the
Which I
camera.
mean, that's basically what they're doing anyway with
Yeah,
Instagram. I
yeah,
mean, I don't.
pretty
Yeah.
much same as Instagram. But it is what it is. Maybe they'll be able to flash a side boob. Be like, hey, there's a side boob. Can't see the nipple, but there's a side boob.
Well, there was some I forgot how long ago women were surgically getting nipples removed so they
Oh,
can just like yeah,
yeah. All they
that's
had
like
was the
I'm
lumps.
like
Yeah,
yeah, that's a little
that's a little
nuts.
extreme.
That's a little extreme.
I wouldn't do that. But I ain't gonna lie too. I always thought that was crazy. You know what I mean? That whenever they censor content, it's always you can't see the nipple. You know, you can put like a little shoestring over the nipple, but you can see all this bulge and titties everywhere.
Uh,
But
I
and
ain't
that's
gonna
perfectly fucking
I ain't
fine.
gonna lie. I seen some shit on Instagram that I was like, they get away with
For real.
that's some shit I was,
Damn.
especially the lady that I followed. Not say,
Yeah.
um, yeah, there was one. I don't know
I don't know how you
how
getting
though.
away with
How
that.
you getting away with
But it is what it is, man. And we going to enjoy it until it stops being available.
that?
But yeah. So anyway, we gotta before we close out the show, we gotta talk about this big situation with Brother Polight. Yikes! They're closing in on you, bro.
Yeah, we kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
They I mean, because at first, it was just some allegations, but now the man has got arrested. So I don't know. It's not looking too good for you, bro.
hit,
Yeah, man.
got hit with the joint.
Gotta hit him, man. But it's kind of it's. I wonder what's gonna happen because I mean he didn't go into detail when he spoke about it, but he did kind of in a roundabout way just deny saying nothing like that happened, but he kept saying he couldn't talk about it because he wanted his lawyers to explain. But from what I understand, two things I know: one, the girl was like 14, and two, from what I understand, his semen was on her shirt. So that don't look too good, bro. I don't know how that could have happened with a 14-year-old, but how do you explain that? I would love to know. You know what I mean?
I I don't know, man. I was with Polight, the whole, not the whole conscious community. 'Cause that's one thing I kind of hate because it's just like it's like the whole conscious community suffers now because
Right.
like he got hit, and it's like, oh, I tell y'all niggas was no good. I mean, it's no different than like Christian preachers, they
Right.
get hit with
Right.
something, and it's like now you're gonna label all Christians
Right.
like, oh, they all like this. Like, no, no,
Yeah.
this one was a bad apple. Like I don't. I mean, some stuff I kind of listen to, some stuff I kind of tune out from him.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like him. But that don't mean, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, the situation that he's in, I definitely
Right.
don't wish that on nobody. But at the same time, man, like if he did that, man, it just,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just sad, man, because he's one of those that he follows the creed that it's okay to have multiple wives, which I don't argue that 'cause
hmm
I'm not against that. But if you got that situation already going on, you got multiple wives, and he spoke about how over the years he's had so many girls that he's had sex with, and how oh, I'm good, because I've already lived out all my fantasies of having all these women and all the cars and homes and all of that. So it's like, why do you feel like you would need to do that if that is what happened?
maybe.
If
I
that's
mean,
allegedly.
yeah, yeah. I mean, some people, if they did all they could do, I mean, you got to think, man. Like once you into that type of stuff, it's like, what can top that? What can be the next thing? And then
Right.
you try to add that to your
Right.
next thing.
Right.
And
Was-
then, there's also people giving him flack because, oh, he come out of, Malachi York camp, that
Right.
whole situation with him,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
um,
Exactly.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
I really can't say on
Yeah.
that. But, what I'm saying, so you have all that in the mix. You have, um, yeah, it's just bad all around. And I think of it, and the thing of it is just like, shout out to Urban Nick. They made a good observation. It's like no one's really crying out for that victim. Everybody conscious, not everybody, but
Yeah.
people from the conscious community like trying to defend bro Polite, and they're
Yeah.
like, oh well, they could have did this. Semen could have been the mom. The mom put the shirt on, daughter,
Right. Right.
and it's like, yeah, but there's an actual victim. This
Right.
person got victim. And
Yeah.
that's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on that. That young lady heal. You
Yeah.
know.
Because I mean that's the most important part. Check her out. Make sure she's not going through any kind of PTSD type of stuff. Dealing with this, because I mean she knows what really happened if anything happened.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's not like lying for him to try not to get him in trouble. But I don't know, man. I just don't see how he's gonna get around this. I mean, what you gonna say? I mean, I was beaten off and I used her shirt before she put it on. you know what?
Oh God.
You know what I mean? I mean, I just had just handled my business before I gave her the shirt.
Yeah, but that don't make sense because, and the other thing with the multiple women,
Right.
yeah.
You
So
don't
why
even.
would
You
you?
shouldn't even have to
Yeah,
do
wouldn't
that.
have to do that. You should have the
So I
one
don't
ladies
know,
do it.
man. I don't know, but your DNA should definitely not be on this little girl's shirt
No,
for any reason. You know what I
no.
mean? So we have yet to hear more, but I do know that he's been officially arrested. So because I remember when it first came out, I was like, okay, maybe it won't be that bad. But the next thing I know, they was like, this brother has been arrested. I was like, damn, they arrested you. They got enough evidence against you, bro. So they ain't arresting you for nothing. They at least got something that makes them feel like it. And I don't know if it's the semen shirt or something else or a combination. But it's really sad, you know what I mean? Because if he did do something like that, like you said, he's got all of this stuff. What is this, like a bucket list thing? You know what
Yeah,
I
that's
mean?
what
Well, why would you even want to do that? I mean, I don't even understand what would be attractive to a grown ass man to a little ass girl.
I'm saying.
I
Yeah, me
have
neither.
seen young girls who look like grown women, but they only attractive because they look like grown women. You know what I mean? There's nothing attractive about you if you actually
Man,
look like a young girl.
I mean that's even like. now that sometimes I just get into like some of my classes on campus, now, and women in the class like I don't look at them because
Right.
it's like, and even though they're legal, respectively, I don't look at them like that because it's like these are kids. This is somebody's
Right.
daughter. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's
most
like
of them is
it's
still wet behind
weird.
the ears.
Like it's
They ain't,
weird. Like now when you're a kid, you've been like,
yeah,
yeah.
right.
But now it's like, and even I mean, especially with them being black females, they're more curvy, voluptuous, and
Right.
developed. And then I'm not all white girls, but you know what I'm saying.
Right,
But
right.
they're and it's just like don't really look.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So I don't see why he would even have to feel like, he needed to do that. But, y'all let us know if y'all get any updates. We'll keep y'all updated the best we can on this brother Polite situation. I mean, I'm like you. I never really been a big fan of his.
Mhm.
Because a lot of stuff he says, I'm like, nah, I don't agree with that. But I do give him credit for trying to be part of that conscious community because he does say some stuff that I'm like, okay, I can agree with that. But I think for me, I agree with maybe like 30 to 40% of what he
Yeah,
says.
it's just
The other
around me
60,
too.
70, I
Yeah,
can't
some
mess with
stuff
it.
I just to
Right,
be honest.
right. I agree. Definitely agree. But what's the name talked about him? Kwame Brown. Yeah,
Oh,
Kwame Brown did a whole segment on him because of what was going on. He was, he didn't say that he knew him personally, but he was just like, if you was really innocent, you would have been more straight up. You wouldn't have been like, well, my lawyers will talk about it, and you would be trying to proclaim your innocence and all of that. You know what I mean? You would have been open about it, but
I'm telling you, man. Even though they trying to push that, you, yeah, when you become pederast, especially in the black community, that shit ain't good
hmm
at all,
at all.
at all.
Because that, especially if he comes out with a guilty charge, that's going to be a stain on him forever
Never,
from now
yeah,
on.
done.
Even if he comes out innocent, it's still going to look bad that you got accused. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I mean, hopefully he didn't really do it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Because I think that's disgusting to even think to do something like that with somebody who's that young. I mean, and I'm a grown ass man, and when I look at girls who are like 18, 19, 20, I don't care how legal you are. I'm like, nah,
yeah,
you,
nah.
uh,
You're a kid.
no, you're still a kid. You know what I mean? So I can't ride with that, man. But we shall see, man. Did you have anything else you wanted to throw out before we wrap up the show?
No, I think that's it. Just check with us. I'll have this uploaded around 9 ish. It'll
Nine
be up
ish.
9 ish audio. We appreciate y'all checking us out. Shout out to people on StreamYard.
Yeah.
Shout out and when is T Lynn supposed to meet up with us sometime? I need
You
to
know what? I
reach
got to
out to
get up
her.
with her and see. We might be able to. Maybe we can pull something off next week because
Yeah, I'll reach
I
out.
wasn't sure we were going to be doing a show today. Like you said, it was a last minute thing. So,
Yeah.
but I'll get with her and see when is a good time for her. And we'll kind of go from there because I know she got some tips and tricks for us to help out with the StreamYard joint. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, shout out to her. And, the edited YouTube version of the show will be uploaded later on this evening. It takes me a while to, you know, add some special effects and all of
Chop it
that.
up
So,
and oh,
chopped and screwed and all of that. So,
sir.
we appreciate y'all, checking it out after I do that. So, but the StreamYard version will be up immediately and all that other stuff. So, but anyway, yeah, I guess we can go ahead and wrap it up, man.
Yep.
For Triad Hip Hop Podcast, episode 175. This is your man Kurt, and this is,
Howie.
and we're gonna see y'all on the next one. We appreciate you.
Peace.
Peace.